Welcome back to part two of my two-part mid-year goal reset series. If you haven't listened to part one yet, hit that pause button and go check out episode 112 first. And if you did listen and you were just feeling completely overwhelmed with your goals this year, book a discovery call with me today and discover how I can help you achieve your goals this year. They are free, they are quick, and if you really have a goal or dream on your heart for this year, you owe it to yourself to pursue it. And in my coaching sessions, I teach you and give you the tools you need to create the time, to create the space in your week to work on those goals, to prioritize your needs and your non negotiables. You literally have zero to lose by booking a call with me today. Check out the show note for the link. Are you feeling overwhelmed trying to juggle all the many hats you wear as a working mom? Do you want more quality time with your family without distraction of work and time alone to take care of yourself and your needs? Welcome to Mom Wife Career Life. I'm Kerri, a wife, mom of three, and a recovering perfectionist. In this podcast, I will teach you how to create balance in your life by implementing healthy habits, organizing your home and your schedule, being intentional with your time and in your relationships, and most importantly, how to start putting your needs first because no one can pour from an empty cup. Grab that second cup of coffee, or if you're anything like me, your third. It's time to dive into today's episode of Mom Wife Career Life. Last week, we covered the first 7 tips on how to reset your goals in the second part of the year. And again, if you didn't listen to part 1, make sure you check it out. But today, we're starting back up with number 8. Number 8, manage your energy. Pay attention to your energy levels throughout the day and tackle those high energy tasks when you feel most energetic, and save those less demanding tasks for when your energy dips. This really makes it so that you're working efficiently and you're tackling kind of that biggest task first. If you ever read the book, Eat That Frog, then you already know all about this one. But the idea is if you tackle the biggest task first, you, 1, get it out of the way, and 2, you feel more accomplished and motivated for the other tasks because they are smaller and way less intimidating. The whole book is filled with ways to teach you how to stop procrastinating and to get more done in less time. I'll link the book in the show notes so you can check it out. Also, start tracking your menstrual cycle. I really wish there was way more focus on education and women's health, but I didn't know until a few years ago that our menstrual cycle affects our energy level. Sure, I knew a few days before I'd be more emotional, less patient, and during, I feel like crap. I have low energy half the time. But each of the 4 phases of your cycles has different attributes and different energy levels. I'm going to do an entire episode on this one, but for now, just know that days 6 through 17 of your cycle are your highest energy days and where you will be the most focused and energized to get tasks done. So take that into consideration when you're planning. Maybe leave your bigger tasks or the things that require the most thinking and strategy to those days. Number 9, visualize success. There is serious power in visualization. If you can see it, it can happen. And the more you visualize, the more you start believing it can happen, the more positive your mindset becomes. And the more you believe in yourself, the higher the chances you are of being successful. Slowly, all the things will start falling into place because whether you realize it or not, your intuition is getting stronger. And the stronger your intuition is, the better you'll be at making decisions, and the right decisions at that. And the more you visualize yourself actually achieving those goals, you don't realize it, but you're reinforcing that commitment in your head, and it really keeps you motivated. Vision boards are amazing for this. If you can't visualize it in your head, it's there on a note tag in front of your face. And this is really great, especially if you have more than one goal like you're working on, like me. Number 10, reflect and adjust. You really should be doing this entire process at a minimum monthly. You should make it a habit to review your progress and reflect on what's working and what's not working and make any necessary adjustments to your plans and strategies. Don't wait the 6 months to realize that you got yourself so off track. And what could have been corrected with a little tweak in the beginning, if you realized it sooner, is now a bigger roadblock that will take a lot more time and strategy to work past. The planner I have is a goal-setting planner, and it has these prompts for me to work through weekly. What has worked, what's my big wins for the week, and what I'll do next week to improve. It's the Clever Fox Planner. I'll post the link in the show notes so that you can check it out. I know it's hard to jump into a new planner mid-year, but this planner is actually undated. So you actually have to fill out the months and the dates, but that also means that you can start your year whenever you want. So highly recommend it. Number 11, surround yourself with positivity. I can't stress enough what a difference it makes to eliminate the negativity in your life. If you have friends or family members that are always negative or just attract drama, try to distance yourself from them. And if you need to be honest with them, sometimes people need to hear it. Apparently, I used to complain a lot, mostly around how I was feeling. I used to get really bad migraines and just overall used to feel pretty crappy. And my mom called me out on it. I wasn't even aware that I was doing it, but when she said it, I was way more mindful of it. And I didn't want to be known as a complainer because who really wants to be called that? So I stopped and actually did something about my headaches too. So I'm more aware and I try to keep my complaints to myself. Now, not all people will be receptive to these kind of conversations, but if it's really bringing you down and affecting your mood and impacting your productivity, then try to either gently address it, and you can approach it from an area of concern and empathy, or just distance yourself. I've had to distance myself from a couple of people in my life because I either tried to have the conversation with them and it didn't go well, or I just know that it's not worth the conversation and I have zero regrets. So do what you have to do for you. It's not selfish, it is for your mental health. I also don't watch the news or any shows or movies that are too negative. I know so many people that are so into true crime, but that really does affect you whether you think it or not, especially if you have anxiety. Your brain does not need any new scenarios of what could happen if in there, so switch out what you listen to, what you watch, or just stop watching TV altogether. Repurpose that time for something within your family, or the whole purpose of this episode, working on your personal development. Number 12, stay accountable. Accountability is one of the best ways to keep on track. Share your goals with someone that can really help keep you accountable, whether it's a friend, a family member, or a coach. This is something I can absolutely help you with if you want one-to-one coaching. And this is something I really want my Facebook community to start doing, helping each other stay accountable, stay on a path, give tips and support to reach your goals. So if you're not already part of our Facebook community, come on over, come hang out with us so that we can help each other crush our goals. The link is in the show notes, or you could just search up work-life balance for working moms. Number 13, invest in personal development. You should always be looking for opportunities to learn and to grow, attend workshops, read books, listen to podcasts that inspire and educate you in whatever area your goals are in. Honestly, that's how I ended up where I am today. My goal in my early parenting years was to excel in my career, but still be a present mom, doing all the fun mom things, having an organized home, a somewhat tidy house, have financial peace, all of those things. So I did a lot of research. I read a lot of books, a lot of blogs, a lot of trial and error, creative routines, templates, and now I get to share all that worked for me with all of you. And I'm a lifetime learner. I always have a coach of some sort. I'm always taking a course, always reading a book, always listening to a podcast. I am consuming knowledge that aligns with my goals to help keep me on track, to help teach me new tips and tricks to make life more efficient, and because I really want to reach my goals. And I'm not going to do that sitting on my butt. And as moms, we tend to always put ourselves last. And when it comes to spending money on things like personal development, it can be hard, but you really need to think about it as an investment. When you make an investment, the outcome is hopefully a profit. If you invest in time management coaching with me, your profit is getting those hours back in your week to do the things that light you up. And time is money. Time is the best currency I have. And with that time, you could be learning a new skill set or starting a side hustle that's making you more money. And if you invest in a health coach, your profit is getting a healthier body. Hopefully more years in your life and probably lower medical bills because the healthier you are, the less doctor visits and medication you'll need. And mamas, investing in a therapist or a counselor. If you are struggling with mental health, please right now go invest in help. If you have depression, anxiety, or you're just always feeling overwhelmed or unhappy, there is so much you can do to improve your mental health. And that should be your top priority because your mental health has a serious negative ripple effect on all aspects of your life. So please let that be your number one goal, the thing you prioritize. And since I know you like podcasts because you're listening to mine, check out podcasts that help with mental health. Mel Robbins is one of my absolute favorites. She's just great and she touches on all these topics and brings on the best experts in the field. I've learned so much from listening to her show recently, so definitely check that out. And last but not least, a very common theme on our show, number 14, give yourself grace. You are not perfect. And while you are a supermom, you are not superwoman. Things happen, life gets busy. Like me in June, you might get sick and you might fall short sometimes. You might fall off track. You might make a mistake. Something might go wrong, but that is no reason to give up. Learn from it. push through it and come back stronger than you were before. Even the smallest step in the right direction is still closer to your goal than you were yesterday. So be kind to yourself. You are amazing. You're doing amazing things. Give yourself grace. I really hope you found this 2-part series helpful and it reignited that fire you had in you in the beginning of the year. Remember, prioritizing your goals isn't selfish. It's essential. You juggle countless responsibilities with grace, but it's important to carve out that time for your dreams and your passions. When you focus on your goals, you're not only setting a powerful example for your kids, but you're also fueling your own happiness and fulfillment. Think of it as recharging your battery. A fully charged mom is a more present, patient, and happy mom. Embrace your ambitions with confidence and without the guilt. You deserve to thrive, not just live in survival mode all the time. Your goals matter, and by pursuing them, you're creating a more balanced life, not just for you, but for your family too. I cannot put into words the difference working on this podcast has made in my life. It has given me a purpose outside of my family. Obviously, I love my family and I have purpose in motherhood and as a wife, but pursuing my passion never feels like work. I never dread jumping on the computer to work on my business stuff. I get up every morning and jump right out of bed because I know I'm getting up to work on something that is fulfilling and that's making a difference. I really want to help motivate you and really inspire you to do the same. So find something that gets you excited to get up in the morning and go crush it. And I really want to help keep that motivation going. So come on over and hang out with us in our Facebook community, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms, and let's help keep each other accountable. And if you don't already follow the show, take that second and hit that follow button so you never miss another episode. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Kerri Pat. Before you go, if you found this podcast helpful, I would be so grateful if you would take a minute, go on over to iTunes and leave me a review. If you have other stressed out mamas in your life that you feel this podcast could help, take a screenshot of this episode, post it on your Instagram stories and tag me, and let them know that they are not alone and they can create balance in their life too. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover or you just want to connect, DM me on Instagram at mom.wife.career.life. Or come on over and hang out in our free Facebook community, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Kerri Pat.